Hi, this is Jillian Hegel with Module 3, Can You Filter Water, the inquiry module. On the inquiry continuum, this inquiry falls on the questioning starts at the teacher guided because the teacher provides the questions for the student. However, as stated in Dr. Dietrich's example of the engineering encounters, engineering a model of the earth as a water filter paper that will be published in Science and Children. It gives the example of a school in California coming up with the idea of creating a filter for when there is a drought and seeing if there is a difference. So it is easily led into a learner poses a question, learner self-directed situation. As far as the rest of the levels and essential features, once we were given the question, we had that all on our own to do. We could research the information given to do that. In the example in the article, the learners were given an example and data about the different layers of the Earth's crust. So that would be like the second step over to teacher-guided, learner-guided. The students were then asked to justify their answers in using explanations. So it is initially teacher-guided and then it gradually goes to learner self-directed, but does lend itself to be fully learner self-directed. On the left is my initial design for my water filter. On the right is the final design after doing research and making sure I knew exactly what each element was responsible for. I cut a hole at the bottom of each of the coffee filters and then put mesh and coffee filters in them. Some of them needed extra coffee filters to make sure nothing fell out. Here is an example of what everything looked like before. The water, that's what it looks like the bottom of the cup with the mesh and the coffee filter and how it looks putting together. And then you can see each of the different sections taken apart there so that you can see how each cup looks. Here is a video of me doing the experiment. Since screencast doesn't do sound, I'll talk through it as I'm doing it. I did speed it up so that it fits in our requirements for the show, for the slideshow. So that is my dirty water that I'm pouring in. And the one thing that I noticed was it did take a little bit longer than I experienced, or that I expected it to do. So I watched it, and then as it was going, I wanted to make sure that it was flowing through. So I picked it up and noticed that it was coming through clear at that point, which was very exciting. I made sure to put the alum last because my research showed that was typically when they're used for making things clear and taking color out of things. So at the end, you can see that it is clear. And finally, here is the side-by-side comparison of the water that I put into it and the water that I got from using my filter. It was still pretty cloudy, but I was very happy with the results. As you can see, the filter, I believe, was successful, and as I said, I believe it took longer to drain than expected. Thank you for watching.